Prabal, the experiential learning platform.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, doing good. Hey,
Uh,
it's okay.
so,
How are you?
how things? All fine.
Yeah, all well, all well.
Good to see you. So, three things. One is Pratik, my son. Uh, mobile is completely glued to him. I'll try to reduce the screen space, but he's kind of addicted. Is what I think.
Mm.
Second, he does very good in whatever he does, but that concentration is only for 5 to 10 minutes or 10 minutes.
Mm.
After 10 minutes, he's bored.
Mm.
Okay, I'm done with this. Now, what's next? So he'll always think about what is next rather than he'll finish things. In the school also, what I heard from him is he'll finish things very
Mm.
quickly. What is next? Second, and yeah, I mean, these are kind of things, very, very tough to manage him. Any
Mm.
suggestions, Murali? And yeah, I mean, homeschooling. Yes, even I was thinking when you started, but due to family pressure, it's not
Mm.
it's not easy. But we'll definitely think. But these are the things that Pratik is facing, Murali.
Yeah, actually, what you said both are very interrelated, right? I've not studied psychology formally, but I have done a lot of study and research over the last 2 3 years. The fact that your child is, overusing screens, and the fact that he's, bored of everything in the 10 minutes are actually directly related. Essentially, these two are interconnected because if you really look at all children's videos, the way those videos are made is one, they use very, very vibrant colors, and they use a lot of vibrant music, right? And there are two types of content, right? We should not say everything is a bad content. For example, if you look at content like Peppa Pig or Blippi or those kind of things, where young children naturally, get drawn towards, even those are, very educational, and those are good videos. And the other extreme, there are other, videos like, this 5 minute crafts, and there are other, children's videos like FGTV and all, which children are, even my kids do watch sometimes. Is that, these videos are made to engage child because there's an element of surprise, right? If you look at most videos, every minute in that video has an element of surprise, right? Be it in the way they express, or be it, the children are waiting for the next minute to see what will happen in that video next,
Correct. Correct.
right? And that is almost, like smoking, because it produces a lot of dopamine in the brain. So dopamine is a chemical that gets produced when people are overexcited. When you see this high action movies, for example, when you're watching this, movie where hero is going on and, hitting people, and, people are flying off, and, all the screens like in South Indian movies, that actually produces dopamine in the brain where you want to watch more,
Got it. Got it.
right? And that dopamine chemical is very, very damaging if it is produced in such high concentrations in a shorter period of time, because everything else that your child does, he is expecting that level of, satisfaction. He's expecting. So if you make him sit down to do general English and math practice, that level of dopamine is never produced,
True. Correct.
right? So that is why they get bored. So the only way is to reduce the amount of screen time and let children know that they get the specific periods of screen time, and every other time it is not available. So the way
Got it.
I managed to control screen time for my child, when he was 6 years old, 7 years old, is that, we allocate something. So if you are using Apple, or if you're using, Windows system, in Microsoft, for example, there is this thing called as Microsoft Family, right?
Mhm.
In Android tablets and all, if you do not have that, you can buy applications that will help you, contain screen time,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And even YouTube, you lock out the YouTube, use something like, app lock software or something, lock out the regular YouTube and only allow YouTube for kids. There's a
Okay.
app for YouTube for kids,
Okay.
right? So
Okay.
first thing is, your child should know that screen time is not free all the time, right? For example, my child knows that every day his screen time is from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. only. He is not getting, no matter how much he cries, no matter what he does, he won't get screen time.
Got it.
And one other thing, especially for young children, you have to understand when it comes to screen time is, they are the best people in the world to blackmail you, right? They emotionally blackmail parents by using screen time for eating food, for example. They know that every parent will give way, when a child cries telling, I need screen time, otherwise I'm not going to eat food.
Correct.
There will be at least one parent at home who would, give a screen in the hand and then say, okay, at least let him eat food now. So that is how
Yeah.
we actually encourage that, mechanism where they have learned to get what they want,
Correct. Correct.
right? If
Sure.
we initially I faced this struggle where when I told my wife, let our son cry, but if he cries, telling, hey, I'm not going to eat food until you give me screen, I would say let him not eat food for that one time. Like, he should know that he is not going to win all the time when it comes to screens.
True.
That is where
True.
we Indian mothers actually become a lot more, emotional, telling, oh, my son has to eat, my daughter has to eat, and then they end up giving screens, and that is how they learn to win,
Got it. Sure, Murali.
right?
We'll try.
So
We'll
if
try
you are
to
able to
implement.
regulate, if you're able to regulate and arrive at a point where your child knows that for him screen time means morning 1 hour or evening 1 hour or morning any 1 hour in a day, that is what he deserves and nothing more than that, you then eventually what will happen is that the amount of dopamine that he produces, his brain produces when he watches those high action videos, will slowly start coming down, because now he knows that his screen time is only in that time.
Correct.
And use some AppLock software to remove all other apps or softwares, and all this, especially this useless YouTube channels where, people make things like, they'll be throwing water, in at home. There's some very very like Ethan Gamer TV and all, right? Like, there's some channels like that that have no real value.
Yeah, they like it actually. Correct.
They
Correct.
just like it because their brain is producing dopamine on a continuous basis,
Correct. Correct, Murali. Sure,
right?
Murali.
We need to control that. Yeah.
We'll try to do
Then
that.
the moment you take care of that, trust me, they will automatically start learning other things. They'll automatically start spending time in other things, because
Sure.
then their brain is not expecting that instant gratification every few minutes.
Got it. Sure. And I've seen life skills on one of your Facebook, on the Prabal, for your kids. I think it is also very important to teach them life skills. Thanks for that. We'll try to implement that also.
Yes,
And
please.
book reading, yes, what you told, he just does it for uh, 2 minutes and then 2 pages done. I think reducing screen space would increase this. Thanks, Murali. Thank you so much.
Prabal, the experiential learning platform